Okay, so welcome to sound session tonight in B.E.S.T. If you haven't done so already, just get in a comfortable position, making sure you feel supported in all your joints. Doing any small adjustments as you feel called to. And what we're going to do is we're going to start to just bring in awareness and observations of our own self. So placing one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart or anywhere in the body that's feeling called. And you're just going to start breathing, feeling into the breath that comes into the body and the breath that leaves. Feeling of familiarity, bringing observations to the body and self. And as you scan your own body, as you bring witness to your breath, you're just going to be aware and observant of what is showing up in your mind and in the physical body. This is where we do recommend letting the monkey mind go, letting it wander with all the thoughts, all your to-do lists. And as you do, just bringing awareness of how the body feels as a monkey mind is released and given space to allow to what it needs to do. Just bringing awareness and observations of where you're at right now. Feeling into the body. And feel free to always move and if you need a drink of water or if you need a different position, please listen to your body. Before we start into the central channel breath as we walk through tonight, we're just going to bring awareness to our energy systems. Taking a full body breath in and pausing at the top for a moment before fully releasing out. Starting at the pelvic floor, the base of your spine, this is the root. Chakra 1, feeling into your life right now, feeling down into the legs and into the feet, visualizing where do you walk in life right now? Where do you feel rooted into who you are, your lineage, how you show up in the world? Feeling into the physical needs of self. And this could be in the last couple days, in the last week. Who am I? Visualizing yourself walking through life and all your hats of who you are. And physically, anything from the pelvic floor and down, how are you feeling within your feet, your legs, your pelvis? And just giving yourself a moment to just really hold space for self and reflection of where you are at in life. And the chakra system of root 1, the sound is lam. And as each sound is saying, just be aware of how it feels and lands in the body. And as we move up to chakra 2, sacral chakra, the area just below the navel, maybe placing hands if you feel called. Feeling into the physical body, being aware and observant of what shows up as we bring in awareness to chakra 2. Reflecting on self. How am I been doing with my emotional balance, my vitality, my sexuality, movement, grounding within who I am, my creative womb space. Feeling into all the physical areas of chakra 2, the bladder, prostate gland, the womb, the pelvis, your whole nervous system and the enteric system, the belly, low spine, your fluid function, sex organs. Just feeling into what's going on in my body in the last week, couple days, and giving awareness and observations to the area. And the sound is VAM. Just feeling on how that may have landed within the body. As we bring awareness to the solar plexus, just above the navel, chakra 3. My personal power, self-will, my desires, the fire within. Feeling into where you're at in life right now. Physically feeling into these areas of the digestive system, the high detox organs. Feeling into what has been showing up for me lately, into my solar plexus. Maybe visualizing a beautiful golden ball. Feeling it pulsing, radiating within this area. Feeling, if you are feeling connected, if you can feel into this area. And the sound is Ram. Just feeling if any of the chakras feel different as we've gone through 3. And now we move to the heart. Chakra 4. How have I been loving myself and others? Showing up in my relationships, my compassion for self and others, and my service to humanity. Feeling into the areas of the physical heart, my chest, my circulation, my arms, my hands, my lower lungs, my rib cage, my skin, upper back, thymus glands. Just feeling into how you've been feeling lately. Have you been able to take deep breaths within the body? Have you feel connected into love, surrender to vulnerability? How have I been loving myself? And the sound is Yam. Feeling on how that may have landed in the body. As we move up to the throat, chakra 5, feeling into how I've been communicating. I have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Feeling into conscious listening. Have I been self-expressing? how I've been using my words to manifest my life, my creativity and imagination. Feeling into the physical parts of the body, of the mouth and the throat, ears, the neck, your voice, lungs, jaw, airways. How has this all been feeling? Do I feel blocked or do I feel clear? Do I stumble with my words? And the sound for chakra 5 is ham. Just feeling into chakra 5. And for the next chakra, chakra 6, third eye, I invite you to roll your eyes to look above, between your eyebrows. Feeling the activation of the third eye, chakra 6. The connections into the first chakras of my spiritual bodies. Going from my physical body to my spiritual, my energetic realms. Feeling the connection into my intuition, trusting my wisdom, my perception, my clairvoyance. Feeling into what really inspires me. What am I visioning for my own self? Do I feel connected to this? And the sound is Om. Just feeling on how that may have landed in the body. As you move up to chakra 7, which is just above the top of the head, feeling into my connection into my spirituality, maybe connections into higher self, higher essences of God, divine, collective, universe. How do I feeling connected into any of things that I believe within, outside my body, outside of who I am physically? Do I feel connected? My spiritual will, the awareness of my energetic bodies outside of myself. Feeling into the skull, the top areas of the skeletal system, the top of your brain, any areas that physically you may have felt a disconnected or a connection to. What has been showing up for your life lately? Questionings of, why am I here? And the sound is silent. And as we have gone through all the 7 energy systems, we're going to bring in central channel breath, feeling into the body, visualizing a small narrow channel that starts from chakra 7, top of the head, down through the pelvic floor, through the pelvis, down through the legs to the feet. And this is the central channel we'll be breathing through. We're going to visualize a beautiful white light 2 inches above our head. And this light is filled with loving presence, the purest form of love that you may have never experienced, but know that is in existence. Connecting into this, visualizing this. And as we visualize a channel that starts from the top of the head to the feet, just be aware and observant of areas that you may not be able to see or feel. Visualize and be aware if you are able to see and visualize the light and love above the head. And when you're ready, we're just going to slowly pull this love and light through the top of our head, like slurping up a milkshake, all the way to the pelvic floor and to the bowl. And as you slowly, on your own, pull this through into the bowl of the pelvic floor, holding it there for a moment, feeling it swirling, being observing of what is doing, if it's moving, if it's just stagnant, before exhaling it out through the pelvic floor down to the feet. Pausing at the feet, just being aware and observant of what it's doing, or if you see it at all, before inhaling it back up through the pelvic floor to the bowl of the abdominal cavity, being aware and observant if it's shifted or changed, and then exhaling it out through to the top above your head, pausing there. You'll be pausing at the head, the belly, and the feet each time, giving yourself awareness of what's happening. And you're going to go back and forth on your own, flossing the light and love through the body, being aware and observant of what is showing up, what is not showing up, areas of the body and the channel that you may not be able to see or feel. And this is all welcomed. If you lose track, it's all imperfection. And as you breathe, I'm just going to add in 4 anchor points. And the anchor points are just suggested. Please be aware and observant of what your body is able to be in present moment right now. And you can do all 4, or 1 or 3, or just 4. You pick and choose, if any or at all, any of the anchor points you would like to add in to your breath. The first anchor point is chakra 1, the pelvic floor. If you're familiar to engage your pelvic floor like a Kegel or pelvic floor contraction, please do so now. And this is a very slight, it's 5% of what your full contraction would be. And this is just to give you awareness of the pelvic floor. You can do this just when the light and love pass through, and you can do this the whole time. This is where you're going to feel into what you need right now, what you need to be aware of right now. Feeling into that pelvic floor activation. This is small contraction, awareness of chakra 1. The next anchor point that we'll be adding into is the heart chakra. And this feels like a physical hug around the heart. So you may feel the chest activating, squeezing the shoulder blades together, feeling into physically holding the heart as we move the breath through the body. And you can do this just as the breath moves through, or do it the whole time. Really feel into what it is that your body needs right now. Activation of the heart. Anchor 3 is the throat. This is activation of throat chakra. And as we do this, you're going to bring the tongue to the top of your mouth and feeling a restriction of the throat as we breathe in and out, feeling an activation of the breath. So it should sound like this. Feeling that restriction and pull of the love and light through the central channel. And anchor for our eyes. We are going to follow the light with our eyes. As it passes through the back of the eyes, you're going to be rolling your eyeballs up or down. Feeling into the activation of the eyes through the central channel breath. And I'll give you a couple moments of feeling into this, feeling into what it is that you need right now, presently. What feels called. Stay with the breath. Stay with what you're feeling called to do with the central channel breathing. And we're going to be working with clearing and balancing, holding presence for chakra 6 tonight, our third eye. So if you haven't been doing it, I suggest that you do anchor 4, following the light. Feeling in what shows up for you. Connection into your intuition, your own wisdom centers, your perception, your clairvoyance, your inspiration and your visions. Feeling into what has been showing up for you in your life right now. Staying with the central channel breath, feeling into the anchor points if you haven't done so already. Staying with the central channel breath, staying with the anchor points, feeling into that third chakra, or third eye, chakra 6. And we're going to be feeling into the emotion of devotion tonight. And as I read into devotion, you're just going to be aware and observant of any activation in the body, any other activation physically that's showing up for you as you bring in devotion. Perhaps an individual has been devoted, sincerely devoted to something, and found that they were disappointed or disillusioned at some point. Now, while this might be in the divine design of things, it was stored as a memory in a hurtful, disappointed kind of way, stressful. It's also possible that devotion may have created interference for an individual because you were sincerely devoted to something that actually wasn't serving your highest good. They may have been very devoted to an abusive parent or dismissing parent, and while they're continuing to be devoted, they may have been continuing to be hurt because they were moving further and further out of their true alignment. So being devoted to which serves your highest good is how we redirect our attention going forward. Feeling into the body, feeling into what has activated within me. Where do I hold the interference of devotion in my body? And if you don't have an area of activation, you can use your heart. And you're slowly going to feel an energetic bridge being built between third eye, chakra 6, to your heart, or to activation of devotion in the body. Try to stay with central channel breath still, feeling the movement of energy through the body. Your eyes are closed now, looking up towards your eyebrows, feeling that tension in the back of your eyes as we're looking up towards our eyebrows. We're going to be adding the rhythmic breathing of 4 square breathing. I recommend, as you use the central channel breath, we're going to be pulling in light for 4 counts, filling the gap between third eye and the activation of devotion, filling that gap with love and light, and then hold for 4 counts, and then emptying for 4 counts, and holding out for 4 counts. Filling that, repeating that cycle over and over again. With your eyes closed, looking up towards your eyebrows. Staying with the breath, eyes closed, looking up towards our eyebrows. Feeling into frequency of 3. Known or unknown, subconscious, conscious, I clear the interference of devotion. I give myself permission to let go of any interferences I've been holding on to that's no longer serving me. I am safe to let go of the interference of devotion. I am perfect. I am wanted. I am worthy. I am enough. Devotion, frequency of 3. Fully relax. Bring your body to stillness. And when you're ready, just lifting up your head and looking at your toes. And bringing your head back down. Taking a full body breath in. And holding at the top before fully releasing. Now you can hold on to your iTunes system if you like, and we'll be going into direct sound. Please come to bring some conscious breath back into the body. We're just going to slowly come back with rhythmic breathing, counts of 4. So breathing in for 4 counts, holding your breath for 4, exhaling out for 4, and holding out for 4. In, hold, out, hold, all counts of 4. Slowly just staying in your position, bringing your body to stillness, bringing back observations and awareness of where you're at right now. For those of you online, thank you for joining us, and come back for another session. See you next Tuesday.